The new boy to the BSA team, Vic Eastwood, with Chris Horsfield, Dave Nicol. Horsfield, you see just on the left of your screens now, recognise him always by the winged M on his helmet, M for the matchless machine that he rides. And watch that gate with the rope right across the course with the flags hanging on it. Jerry Scott, number 54 there. Number 19 is Ernie Greer. Number 10 is Mike Peach. Number 56, Chris Horsfield. Number 57, Derek Rickman. Number 4 is Arthur Lampkin. Then number 12 is Dave Nicol. Number 2 is Roger Snowd. And off they go for 8 laps. And it's Dave Bickers first up the hill on his 250 Greaves. Look at this. Bickers leads. John Giles and Jeff Smith right behind him. Number 9 is John Burton. Several hundred horsepower pouring through that gap there. And Bickers is leading on the 250 Greaves. Behind Bickers is John Giles, then Jeff Smith. Look at this, the 250 leading all the 500s and the other 250s as well. Dave Bickers having already today won the 250 round of the Grandstand Trophy Series and increased his lead with a total of 50 points ahead of Alan Clough, who has 41. There's John Giles second, Jeff Smith number 6 third on the 440 BSA Victor, John Giles on his BSA Triumph, BSA frame Triumph twin-cylinder engine, and number 10 in 4th position is Mike Peach from Eastbourne. Behind him is Jerry Scott on the BSA, then it's Vic Eastwood. There's Giles, Smith, Peach. But Dave Bickers looks like being the man of the meeting. Certainly he is so far, having won the 250 race, leading this invitation race. And there is Jerry Scott on the big BSA. Now there's Bickers. Now, how far is Bickers ahead of the second place man, who is 500cc world champion Jeff Smith, with John Giles still in 3rd position? And the answer is that Dave Bickers is leading by 4 seconds. There he is, fairly scooting away. Bickers, 2 laps completed. Smith 2nd, Giles 3rd, Jerry Scott closing up in 4th position. Vic Eastwood up into 5th place. Chris Horsfield 6th, Mike Peach 7th, and Alan Clough coming through in 8th position, with Badger Goss in 9th place on the Husqvarna behind him. Andy Lee about to be lapped by Dave Bickers. Here he is, and there is Jeff Smith in 2nd place. This is lap 3. Talking to Jeff Smith in the paddock just before this race began, and he said the course is going to be entirely different than it was before when we rode on solos today, because the sidecars have been out, and sidecars always chew the course up, so the characteristics will be quite different. Here is Smith, Bickers ahead of him in the lead. Now, where is Bickers? Already he's over the hill. And here is Smith, there is Bickers. Look at the way he's going. Andy Lee behind him has been lapped, and there goes Smith. There's Smith. John Giles on the Triumph, still in 3rd position. Here's Bickers, looking as though he can hardly believe it, but he can believe it because Dave Bickers has done this before. He's coming up to complete lap 3 now. And the next man round will be Andy Lee, but he's about to be lapped by Jeff Smith. Bickers is increasing his lead. This is an absolutely incredible performance. 7 seconds now. Dave Bickers, here he is. Now, 7 seconds. This is Andy Lee, who has been lapped, number 8, on the matchless Matisse. And there is Jeff Smith. 7 seconds behind Bickers now. Up into 3rd place has come Jerry Scott. 4th is Vic Eastwood. Here is Dave Bickers in the lead, leaping sideways through the air. Jeff Smith behind him, looking as though he's gaining a bit now. This is the half-distance lap, lap 4 in this 8-lap race. 11, Dave Bickers in the lead. The 440 of number 6, Jeff Smith in 2nd place. The full-blooded 500 of Jerry Scott, number 54, in 3rd position. Dave Bickers has completed 4 laps in this 8-lap race in the lead. There's Smith over the skyline, and you can see now the distance between Smith, there he goes, in 2nd place, Bickers, the leader, out of sight now. Jerry Scott, Vic Eastwood and Alan Clough are having a terrific scrap for third place. Now let's wait here and see this scrap for third place as Jeff Smith, number 6, goes through. Andy Lee, this is John Burton, who's been lapped. Then there's Andy Lee, who has also been lapped, both of them on matchless Matisses. And there's the battle for third, and look at it. Jerry Scott on the BSA. Number 3 is Vic Eastwood, who's just ahead. And number 7 is Alan Clough, and Vic Eastwood really loses it in a big way. But he's perfectly all right. John Giles, number 26, coming up and through. Brian Goss on the Husqvarna just behind him. Number 56 is Chris Horsfield. Number 53 is Derek Rickman. And number 16 going through there is Joe Johnson with the pack right behind them. Vic Eastwood getting back into the battle again. Well done, Vic. Away goes Jeff Smith, still in second place. Dave Bickers and Smith gaining. Smith playing his usual waiting game. I wonder if he's left it too late. On lap 6 now. Next man through, Dave Bickers. Here he is. There's Smith behind him. Less than 2 laps to go. Actually about to start their 7th lap, which will then be the last lap but 1. So we have still got 2 laps to go. And they're just about to get onto that 7th lap. There is Jeff Smith, number 6, gaining on Bickers. Smith been watching Bickers all through this race, gaining on him in the closing stages from lap 5 onwards. And there he's right with Bickers now. Look at this. Dave Bickers and both of them pulling up. Bickers and Smith together. Number 11, the Greaves. Number 6, the BSA. Smith. Downhill into the left-hander, up the hill, into the right-hander, downhill into the left-hander to start lap 7. And there's Bickers. And there is Smith. Bickers forcing through. Bickers going through and taking a man who balks Jeff Smith. And these two are leading the battle for third place, absolutely standing. And up into third place now, it's Alan Clough ahead of Jerry Scott in 4th position. And Brian Goss, there goes Smith, is in 5th place. This is Smith. The battle for third, just to keep you in the picture again. Alan Clough is 3rd. Jerry Scott right behind him is 4th. And Brian Goss is 5th. Oh, there's Bickers up and away. Down goes Bickers and up goes Smith. Dave Bickers into the last lap. There's the last lap flag. And the interval now is still 1 second. Round and uphill they go, over the skyline. Dave Bickers, here he is. Dave Bickers and Jeff Smith, 250 Greaves, 440 BSA. The world champion on the BSA, the ex-European champion on the Greaves. And here they come. Bickers and Smith, 11 and 6. Jeff Smith we're watching now in 2nd place. It's still Alan Clough in 3rd position. Brian Goss has come up into 4th place. Jerry Scott has gone down to 5th. But this is the battle for the lead. Bickers and Smith. Watch this jump now. They're going to hit it almost together. Uphill, away goes Bickers, Smith. Land, 1, 2, Bickers, Smith. Away uphill, Bickers, Smith. And the crowd, as you can see for yourselves, really waving these two on. And Dave Bickers is going to win this race, I think, because there's only about 500 yards in it now. Less than that. Into the left-hander. Bickers looks round his shoulder. There's Smith behind him. Bickers hits the throttle. Smith does the same. They're coming up the last hill together. Into the right-hander together. Smith's done it. Smith's ahead. Jeff Smith's going to win this race. Smith into the downhill section. Is Bickers going to try and take him? And Bickers has rounded him. Bickers has done it. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic race. I'm accused of getting overexcited in this scrambling sport, but no wonder. What an incredible finish. Dave Bickers hit that throttle, got into a terrific broad slide, rode round the outside of Jeff